So it's raining pretty hard outside right now, and I can't fall asleep. But, so they're coming out with these drone helicopters. So everyone can fly around, and it's going to be absolutely awful. And there's obviously certain ways that it should be done for insurance purposes and to increase the technology and to keep it out of public hands until there's an understanding of the culture and the consequences and the expenses of doing this, and so that they can come up with proper regulations. But, of course, they're never going to go by the proper way. So if this thing miraculously ends up in the public domain, and it very likely will end up in the public domain and actually end up replacing automobiles. I don't mean all automobiles, we shouldn't have any automobiles to begin with, but like motorcycles and cars for a large variety of people will very likely become obsolete in place of these helicopter bikes. And so it's really important to remember things like I was driving down the road going 40 kilometers an hour. I was driving slow on like an avenue too. It was like a 60, the speed limit was 60 kilometers an hour. I turned nice and easy off a road, and I was going straight, and my bushing pin snapped, sheared off. My wheel made a direct right angle turn out into oncoming traffic, and it just stopped me. And so I slid about 10 feet, and my wheel was completely ruined. It pulled the drive shaft right out of the power converter, or I forget the name of all the pieces. I broke arms on my, uh, fuck. I broke swing arms and everything anyways, but the bushing pin snapped. And so I've got drones in my house, and they wear out. Uh, just things get loose, things burn out, things break. So you can imagine that if they don't check their vehicle for the little monotonous things that you never check anyways. No one checks their fucking bushing pins. You bring your vehicle in for a safety. They don't pull out your bushing chins out. I mean your bushing your bushing pin, your bushing chin. Yeah, they pull out your bushing chin and they say, "Yeah, this is good. Here, you can have it back." No, but they don't do that. So every single time someone hops on one of these motorcycles, any one of the four motors can just blow up. I was at a corner store once. I went inside, I bought what I wanted, I came outside, and my vehicle wouldn't start. And I couldn't get it started. I didn't know why it wouldn't start. And you know what happened? The electrical cable from my starter to my ignition melted. So obviously it didn't just melt, it gradually melted. It might not have been the proper calibration for wattage and voltage and whatnot, but the fact was it wasn't there. And it's copper. So it didn't erode and corrode and disappear. It melted. So like these things are just gonna drop out of the sky, and all these like rich womanizer faggots are all gonna die. Something to consider. This isn't the first time I've thought of this. I'm just fuck. I can't fall asleep. It's so hot and muggy in my room. Trying to go to sleep. It is retarded. Good night. Fuck off. Have a good one. I'm just joking.